good afternoon, class. My name is Janea Duperon, and I will be your instructor in the Sip and Sculpt today. I'm here to teach you all about the wonders of the magical medium we call clay, and how versatile a medium it can be. We are going to be doing 3 demonstrations of a few different things that you can create today, or just give you a little bit of inspiration and insight to what can be done with this medium. After this class, if you have any leftover clay, you are free to take it with you home and experiment with it on your own. So to start off, I am cutting into 4 parts, just about equal portions of clay. And for the first demo, I'm starting off with something a bit small and simple. I am going to be making a pair of earrings, specifically banana earrings. And I'm just starting off by making the rough shape of the fruit just with my fingers and not using any tools just yet. Now I'm just going in with my needle tool to create those trademark banana splits and just giving it a little bit more dimension. And as we are making a pair of earrings, you want to repeat all the same process on another piece. Then I'm going to take one of these eye head pins, put a little bit of glue at the end of it, and insert it into where I want the earring to hang from. Make sure to add a little bit of moisture to wherever you're planning on inserting the pin, just so that the clay does not break. And now we have 2 beautiful bananas. Now we just have to wait for them to dry, and then we can seal and paint them. And there you have it. Isn't that absolutely bananas? Here's some more examples of some earrings that I've made to give you some more inspiration. For our second demo, I am making an incense holder, and I am just starting by rolling it out in all different directions, flipping it over just to make sure we produce an equal thickness and shape. And to make it a little bit more fun, I'm going to add these little mosaic mirror tiles, and I'm just pressing them in enough to pop them off afterwards so that I can really seal them with glue. Now I am just making some little decorative spheres to add to the sides of the incense holder, which we are then going to score and slip onto the sides. Score and slip is the technique that I'm using here, except that typically the slip is made with a mixture of clay and water, but today we're just using water. Just to bind 2 things together, you want to scratch or score your 2 pieces of clay that you want to bind and add moisture to it. And then on the back, I am just adding a small piece of clay that I've flattened and rolled out to really solidify the place of the spheres. And now we have something that looks like this. And all there is left to do is add the hole for the incense. Now that we've made our hole, we can dry and then paint and seal our project, and then add our mosaic tiles with glue. And last but not least, we have demo number 3, which is going to be a small, just about 2-inch pot. I like to use the base of a cup to really create the perfect circular shape and have a good base and foundation for the sculpture. And now to go on top of our lovely round base, I am rolling out a rectangle and rotating and flipping again just to ensure that we achieve an equal thickness throughout. You don't want your piece to be too thick to where it's falling down on itself, but you also don't want it to be too thin to where it's dry and chipping and doesn't hold up. And again, we are going to score and slip, so making sure that each side that we're trying to bind is moist and cut up into small slits. And now I'm just using my shaping tool to smooth out all of the edges, the bottom, and the sides, and adjust anywhere that needs to be adjusted. Make sure to keep your clay at an adequate and consistent moisture level. You don't want it to be wet or soaking, but you also don't want it to be dry, especially when you're shaping. And now I'm rolling up a small snake to press into the bottom of the pot to really seal things off. And I'm using my fingers and a paintbrush to really press it in there. Now that our pot is complete, we can decorate with mosaic tiles, with beads, or with more clay and patterns. Here are some examples of things that I've made with these simple pots.